Single lives is not besties. I told you this. I know. You tend to, yeah. Do you have friends? Kids are in a relationship? No, you take up women. You don't have to.
So this is Windsor, everyone. It's quite beautiful place. Oh, look at these more beautiful swans. So nice. Zoom in a bit.
Bridge coming into view ahead. There is likely to have been a wooden crossing here in the 1100s following the construction of the castle. Records show that in 1242 permission was granted for oak trees to be felled in Windsor Forest for the construction of a new bridge between Windsor and Eton. This stood until 1819, when after damage and deterioration, a replacement was decided upon. The architect Sir Charles Hollis designed the bridge you see here today, using cast iron on buttresses of granite, and it was completed in 1824. The Windsor Corporation used to charge tolls for crossing the bridge, but after much public protest these were abolished in 1898. In 1970, an underwater survey showed that the buttresses were becoming undermined by water erosion, and it was no longer safe. So these markers were put on both sides of the bridge to help them with their navigation. Sometimes we see boats on the Thames with interesting histories, in particular those which took part in Operation Dynamo in 1940. These are the Dunkirk little ships. Operation Dynamo lasted 9 days and resulted in over 1/3 Allied troops being rescued from the beaches of Dunkirk on the coast of northern France. The operation was planned by Vice Admiral Ramsey, who sent out an appeal to private boat owners and operators of small commercial craft who could get close to the shore. Around 800 boats were hastily assembled, of which about 150 are still in existence. Often being of wooden construction, these little ships can usually be recognised by a small brass plaque on the wheelhouse inscribed Dunkirk 1940. They may also fly the flag of the Association of Dunkirk Little Ships, which is the cross of St George with the crest of Dunkirk in the centre. On the left-hand bank between here and the railway bridge, we'll pass two small green footbridges. These are the upper and lower bargemen's bridges, and as their name suggests, they were originally built to facilitate the pulling of horse-drawn barges. The bridges cross the downstream ends of the Cuckoo Weir stream, which divides a little further up. To carry the weight of modern traffic, so it was pedestrianised. Fortunately, Queen Elizabeth Bridge had been opened 4 years earlier and was able to carry all road traffic heading north out of Windsor. The white framed bay window to the right of the bridge is part of the Sir Christopher Wren Hotel, so called because for many years it was believed that the building was built and lived in by Sir Christopher Wren, the architect of the 17th and 18th centuries. However, in recent years it was realised that no evidence exists to show that this was his home. Whilst it is known that Wren
looks like me, what the hell?
Windsor,
So it's
father became the Queen of Windsor,
He's hot, yeah.
it is not known where. Wren was responsible for designing the dome of St Paul's Cathedral, the London Observatory, and 51 London churches after the Great Fire of 1666. He also completed the building of the Windsor Guildhall, started by Sir Thomas Fitz, who died from completion.
Whoa, we both have boyfriends. I'm single. It can be in 1 year, 2 years.
We're now nearing the end of our trip, and we would like to thank you for cruising with us today, and we hope you had a pleasant time on the River Thames. Our boats are available day and evening for a range of trips, including private hire. Whether you're planning a birthday party, wedding reception or a company event, our boats can provide the perfect venue, and we operate all year round. So whether you're tempted by a
That's where they go now, I think. I think that's where they want to join up.
Swimming area. In 1870, Queen Victoria disapproved of the sight of bathers from the royal train and had them moved to the downstream end of the island. Then in 1904 the area by the railway was used again, but this time with men on the downstream side of the bridge in the eastern baths and ladies upstream in the western baths. To our left is the Windsor Leisure Centre, being the current incarnation of Windsor's swimming facility. It replaces an earlier outdoor pool. The centre stands on the site of the once famous Ricky Tick Club of the 1960s. The Ricky Tick was a well-known live music venue in its day. It started out at the Star and Garter in Windsor Town Centre in 1962, before moving to a semi-derelict mansion on this site called Clower Meads in 19... To our right, we're about to round Claw Point, which forms one of the sharpest bends on this part of the river. For this reason, there is a heavy iron post set into the ground near the end of the point. It's called a strapline or turning post and goes back to the days of horse-drawn barges. As the barges approach the point, the tow rope would be taken off the horse at a few turns made around the post. This would allow the barge to swing safely around the point under its own momentum in a pendulum-like motion. And in this, the barge would continue on in a straight line towards the opposite bank, probably pulling the unfortunate horse in behind it. Through the trees to our left is the racecourse. We will see more of this at various stages right up to our turnaround point. We're currently passing the area behind the grandstands. Racing began here at Windsor in 1866 and continues on to this day with regular Monday evening meetings and some weekends throughout the summer.